Hi there. Welcome to the first in a series of 5 videos teaching you how to find and land your dream job. I'm Jenny Nichols with MyComputerCareer. My job is to help you make sure that the time and effort you've invested in putting yourself through school and getting your certifications pays off with the career you want and the better life that you deserve. These videos are a critical piece of your education, so be sure to watch and pay close attention to all 5 videos. Each one includes resources you can download and just plug and play, like resume and cover letter templates. You will also utilize e-learning components to help make sure you've really mastered the material. The content we'll cover includes industry best practices that have been proven to help professionals just like you get a better job faster. Today, we're going to be talking about the first step in landing your dream job, creating a killer resume. Before we get started, be sure to open up your word processor or have a pen and paper handy. You'll have a chance to pause the video as we go through each step of building the resume and actually practice what we've been teaching. There will also be quizzes to test your knowledge and be sure that you've really mastered the material. Ready to get started? Let's go!
The Career Services job search curriculum made a huge difference for me. I followed their steps for putting together my resume, and within a couple of weeks, I lined up 3 job interviews. It was awesome knowing that I had a resume that stood out from the pile and got attention.
Today, we're going to learn the same information we've shared with our past students to help them be so successful. But first, let's get started with a little quiz. On average, how much time do hiring managers spend with each resume that crosses their desks? A, 7 minutes, B, 3 minutes, C, 6 seconds, D, 90 seconds. Do you have your answer? The answer is C, 6 seconds. 6 seconds? That's nothing. It's like how long it takes to pour a cup of coffee, or how long it takes to tie your shoes, or how long it takes to shove an entire cupcake in your mouth. Or it's like this. Let's face it, if you're gonna stand out from the crowd, you've gotta make sure you know what you're doing when it comes to writing your resume. Jerry! Hey, Jerry!
Uh-huh.
Why are you throwing all those resumes out?
Because they're terrible?
Really? Hey, slow down. Let me take a look. Oh. He's right. It is terrible. Fortunately, I'm here to help you get more than a 6-second glance. Follow the steps we'll cover today and learn how to avoid the fast track to the recycle bin. But first, what is a resume? A resume is a strategic document that accurately lists your skills and experiences. That's right, accurately.
One of the biggest mistakes you can make with your resume is to inflate your qualifications. It's tempting, but it often stands out as suspicious. And even if you don't get caught in the resume screening process, it'll come out in the interview or background check portion of the hiring process, or be something that hangs over your head and threatens your employment. Just don't do it.
Next, your resume is a living document. You should constantly update your resume as you gain experience to present yourself stronger and stronger as a candidate. And finally, and most importantly, your resume should be designed with a specific type of job or even company in mind. It is not one size fits all. So what was wrong with that one?
How do you keep getting in here?
Green screen. So why'd you throw that one out?
Well, look at it. In our job description, we listed remote desktop experience, Active Directory, and experience on a service desk or customer service position. This resume doesn't address those specific qualifications we're looking for. It's generic. She could have sent this out to almost any company. I have no way to tell from this whether or not she'd be a good fit for this position.
I see what you mean. Let's take a look and see how it can be improved. First, look at the job description. You can specifically see that they're looking for phone or customer support experience, the ability to remote control PCs to solve issues, Active Directory skills, the ability to maintain a positive attitude when being challenged, and good verbal and written communication skills. Now look at the resume. There's no mention of these qualifications anywhere, but I bet Deborah has these qualifications. In fact, in her last position, she spent a lot of time helping customers problem solve over the phone. And at MyComputerCareer, she received training in remote desktop connectivity applications. Let's make some quick swaps. And then, take a look at it now.
I definitely need to get these checked. Better. Much better. Thanks, small intruder person. Yeah, I definitely need to get these checked.
Here are the basic guidelines for putting together a killer resume. Note that you usually won't be mailing resumes to employers, but will be delivering them as attachments via email or using online hiring portals. Even when you send your resume electronically, it should be neatly and clearly laid out and saved in a PDF format. So as you're creating your resume in your word processor, use these guidelines. Use Times New Roman, Arial, Tahoma, or Bookman for the font. Keep your font size to 11 or 12, except for the name at the top, which can be font size 20 to 24. Margin should be 1 inch on the top, bottom, and sides. And avoid using graphs, tables, charts, and pictures. And keep your resume to a maximum of 2 pages, 1 if you're earlier in your career. Your resume should include the following format: header with contact info, summary and profile, education, certifications obtained and certifications in progress, professional experience, technical skills, and work history. You can also include optional sections such as military service, volunteer and civic involvement, honors, and awards. So let's break these down one by one. First, your header. That's where you put your name, mailing address, phone number, and email. Be careful though.
Hello?
Hi, is this Deborah?
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Are you there?
Yes, I'm trying to reach Deb.
Just kidding. You missed me. Maybe I'll call you back. Maybe I won't. But leave a message anyway.
Whatever you do, have a professional voicemail message. And don't just leave the generic message that cell phone providers create for you. Create a personal message that gives the caller assurance they've reached the right number.
Hi, you've reached Deborah Kobe. I'm unable to answer the phone right now, but please leave your name, number, and a message, and I'll get back with you just as soon as I can. Thanks, and have a wonderful day.
Much better. Watch your email address too. None of this Star Wars superfan002@hotmail.com. Use your full name or your initials. Keep it simple and professional, like deborahkobe@gmail.com. Finally, avoid putting social media links in your header, except for LinkedIn. There. Now we're off to a good start. Next, how should you write your resume?
You always want to make sure you write confidently, honestly, and consistently. Use direct language and action words. Write in the first person, but drop personal pronouns like I, me, and my. For example, current IT student pursuing training to obtain a number of certifications. Network Plus certified with a talent for readily learning new systems and software. Ability to translate technical information and make it more easily understood by all audiences. Equal effectiveness in working independently or as part of a team.
One thing that was news to me when I graduated from ICC is that the objective portion of the resume has really gone out of style. It used to be you'd write, seeking a meaningful profession in the IT industry, or something like that. Now that's been replaced with a summary or a profile where you summarize your skills and professional background in a couple of sentences in a way that grabs employers' attention.
The summary should be 3 to 4 sentences long and include keywords that were stated in the job description. Remember to use clear, direct language by dropping personal pronouns like I, me, and my, and using action words such as Network Plus certified, equally skilled at working independently or in a team, and talent for learning new systems. Now, let's give you a chance to practice. Remember the job description from before? Take a few minutes to review the job description and pull up your word processor or grab a pen and paper to write a summary that would meet these qualifications. Hit pause and then resume the video when you're done. Let's see how well you did. Check your summary against these criteria. Is your summary 3 to 4 sentences long? Does it use clear, direct language? Does it include keywords from the job description? Ideally, your summary will sound something like this. Entry-level IT professional with experience in management and customer service. Knowledgeable regarding troubleshooting, Windows 7, Active Directory, basic networking. Strong team member who effectively implements new procedures into work routines. Or what if you don't have experience? Your summary might sound more like this. New IT professional pursuing a progressive education, including Microsoft, CompTIA, and Cisco certifications. Outstanding communication and training skills. Always able to adapt quickly to new environments and provide stability on a team. Effectively handles escalated customers and experience with documenting problems and the actions that were taken to provide resolution. Next, include your education. This would include any previous college degrees you've earned and the location of the school. You can include your GPA if it's a 3.0 or higher. Do not include your high school information, unless you've just graduated from high school in the last year or two. Then, list your certifications. Emphasize the certifications you've already received first, then list certifications in progress. If there's room, you can include non-IT certifications. Now, list your skills. There are 2 types: technical skills, like the ones you're acquiring at MyComputerCareer, and soft or transferable skills, the kind of skills that make you good to work with, such as good work ethic, communication, and teamwork. And just like before, look at the job description for the skills to emphasize. For example, Jerry's job description includes strong written and verbal communication skills to assist customers through the troubleshooting process. That means we'll list communication skills in our resume. Whew, that is looking pretty good. But now it's time for the bulk of your resume, your past work experience.
Professional experience part of the resume is where the rubber meets the road. You can say you have skills, you can write a professional summary that sounds good, but hiring managers are going to look at your work experience to see if you can back up what you're saying about yourself. So here you need to be honest about what you've done and know how to put your actual qualifications and experience in the best possible light.
Here are some steps for doing just that. First, you want to include at least 2 to 3 positions. No more than the last 10 years should be present on your document. Your objective here is to demonstrate consistent employment history.
I didn't have much technical experience when I started at MyCC, but I did have an internship and some other volunteer experience that related to the industry. Not to mention all the training that I was getting from MyComputerCareer. Career services helped me go through my entire work, volunteer, educational history, to find the relevant parts and frame it in the best possible light, while still being accurate. I was nervous at first because I didn't know how it would turn out, but I ended up with a really great resume.
The most important part of writing the work experience portion of your resume is this. You should include 2 to 5 bullet points under each job description. These bullet points should use action verbs and statistics to show the results you've gotten on the job. If there's one thing I can stress to you, it's use real numbers and statistics. Real numbers and statistics. Real numbers and statistics. Real numbers and statistics. To give you some practice, let's work with these 3 bullet points you might include in your resume. For each, take a moment to strengthen it by including a number, statistic, or percentage. Pull up your word processor or grab your pen and paper. Ready? First, perform troubleshooting for desktops, laptops, iPads, iPhones, mobile devices. Now, how can you strengthen that by including a number, statistic, or percentage? Pause the video to give yourself a chance to add some concrete numbers. Hit play again when you're done. How did you do? You might have come up with something like, perform troubleshooting for 50-plus desktops, laptops, iPads, iPhones, and other mobile devices each month. Here's another one. Used point-of-sale system as cashier. How can you strengthen this one by including a number, statistic, or percentage? Pause the video and hit play when you've added something. Welcome back. What sorts of things did you come up with? How about use point-of-sale system to process 300-plus sales per day? Had fastest checkout time on staff. Okay, here's one more. Support corporate clients in healthcare, manufacturing, and textile industries. Strengthen this bullet point with a number, statistic, or percentage. Pause the video and hit play when you've added something. Are you back? What did you add? Here's an example. Support 6 corporate clients in healthcare, manufacturing, and textile industries. How much stronger were each of these bullet points when you added a number, statistic, or percentage? Quantifying your results is key. Be sure to pack your resume with all the numbers that you can. If you need help describing a position, visit onetonline.org for lots of great language that you can borrow. Now, the last piece of the puzzle is references. Do not include references available upon request in your resume, but instead bring a sheet with 3 professional references to your interview. By that I mean professional, not friends, not family, but a past or current supervisor, instructors or faculty members, or colleagues. And make sure you have discussed with them your desire to use them as a reference. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll cover this and everything else you need to know to ace your interviews in the interviewing video. Wow, now that's an impressive resume. You're gonna wanna take a good look at this one.
Doubtful. Aha. Yes. You know what? She might have everything that we need.
Told ya.
Hello? Deborah? This is Jerry Sullivan over at LI Technologies. We've reviewed your resume, and I want to set up a time for you to come in and interview. Yes, your qualifications looked great. I have some time available Monday. Well, great. We'll see you then.
And that's what a good resume can do for you, folks. Get you interviews, which is exactly what you need to do to land that dream job.
As soon as I updated my resume, using the ideas I learned through career services, I started getting phone calls for interviews. It wasn't long after that I started my first IT job. I was able to start creating the life I wanted to give my family and now love my job. This is exactly why I came to MyComputerCareer, and it really paid off for me.
Are you ready to put your killer resume together? Let's review everything we've learned together. Take this quiz and test your knowledge. I'll ask a question and then pause the video while you type the answer in your word processor or write it down on paper. True or false? It's okay to use the exact same resume for every job you apply for. Go ahead and pause the video while you answer. The answer is false. While the basics of your resume will be the same, you should take care to customize your resume to each job's specific requirements. Next question. You should write the summary portion of your resume using A, as many adjectives as possible, B, direct language and action words, C, pronouns like I, me, and my, or D, a haiku. Pause the video while you answer. The answer is B. Use direct language and action words when writing your summary. Be sure to include key words from the job description as well. What is the most important aspect of the bullet points that go in the work experience portion of your resume? This is a short answer question. Pause the video while you write your answer down. Numbers and statistics. Remember, including numbers and statistics makes your resume much more powerful and compelling. Which of these things should you not include in your resume? A, GPA below 3.0. B, the phrase references available upon request. C, social media links to any network besides LinkedIn. Or D, all of the above. Pause the video while you write your answer down. The answer is D, all of the above. Don't include your GPA if it's below 3.0, the phrase references available upon request, or social media links to any network besides LinkedIn. I think you're ready to create an amazing resume that gets you results. So here are your next steps. Create a professional email address. Create a professional voicemail message. Gather work experience, including dates of employment, and any IT-related experience you might have. Write a first draft of your resume. Career Services has a resume template you can use. Set up a resume review appointment with Career Services. Email your resume to your reviewer. Make revisions as necessary. And enjoy the fact that you have a killer resume, one that will help you get the job that you want and create the better life that you deserve. But we're not done yet. The resume is just the first step in landing a great IT position. There are still 4 more videos to go. In our next video, we'll cover the art of cover letter writing, another critical piece of your application in terms of getting more calls and interviews. Until then, I'm Jenny Nichols from MyComputerCareer, wishing you much success.